Corey David Butterfield, an 18-year-old in Minnesota, was released today on a $0 bail after beating Muhammad Dukley, a teacher's aide at his high school, into a coma. What convinced the judge to let him out of jail with no bail? Corey's mommy promised that she would keep a close eye on him. So my question is this: how can I get some of this whiteness for myself? I mean, is it an app I have to download? Can I pay a monthly subscription fee or what? Let's compare and contrast here. In 2014, I was arrested for supposedly selling drugs. Now, even if the claims were true, I was being accused of the victimless crime of selling an intoxicating product to people who wanted to be intoxicated. The same act that companies like Jack Daniels, Anheuser-Busch, and RJ Reynolds have built fortunes on. Yet, my bail was set at $500,000. Why is that? When Brock Turner, a white star swimmer at Stanford University, was convicted of raping one of his classmates, his father appeared at his sentencing telling the judge prison would be too steep a price to pay for only 20 minutes of pleasure. Apparently the judge agreed because he sentenced Turner to only 6 months in county lockup. The reason he gave for this was a prison sentence would have a severe impact on his life. After serving just over 3 months, Turner was released on good behavior. In that same year, Corey Beatty, a star football player at Vanderbilt University, was convicted of sexual assault in nearly identical circumstances to Brock Turner, but he was sentenced to 15 years in prison. I guess the judge wasn't too concerned with how prison would impact Beatty's life. I wonder why the impact on Turner's life was taken into consideration, but not Beatty. Maybe there's a clue if we just take a look at the pictures. The truth is, when whites stand in front of a judge, or a cop, or for that matter, a third-grade teacher, and they're made to account for their bad behavior, they are given the benefit of being presumed to be generally good-natured people who simply made an isolated mistake. But when blacks are made to account for their bad behavior, the presumption is, even at a very young age, that they are hardened, irredeemable criminals and should be taken out of society because they pose a danger to society. This is why black students are 4 times more likely to be suspended or expelled from school. This is why blacks are nearly 6 times more likely to be arrested when encountering police officers. This is why blacks receive on average a 20% longer prison term than whites for doing the same crime. So I'm gonna ask again, how can I get a little whiteness? Because it seems like if you're white, you can pretty much do whatever you want and never suffer any consequences for your actions. That is, of course, if mommy and daddy tells the world I've been a naughty boy and promises that I'll never, ever, ever misbehave again. But I'm black, so I guess I'm just gonna have to settle for having rhythm and, you know. I'm Andre Roxx of the Wu-Tang Killer Bees, and I approve this message.